Buddy John here at the Strong Life Club, and welcome to episode 2 of our brand new podcast, YouTube videos, whatever you want to call them. In today's video, and bearing in mind, episode 1 was all about kind of encapsulating everything that the Strong Life Club is all about and how we help people with lifestyle, habits, training, nutrition to really help them improve their health, improve their lifestyles, their energy, their confidence, their sleep, and producing a body that they can be proud of. So in this one, episode 2, I wanted to talk over the foundations of nutrition and how we look and how we help people transform their health through sustainable long-term nutrition, and really looking at helping people to move away from that diet culture and things that are short-lived. Things that they do for a short period of time, and they can get a small period of progress, but inevitably they're always going to go back to square one. So how do we have a positive effect on people when it comes to their nutrition? Well, for me, it's all about, can we make that person as healthy as we possibly can? Nutrition needs to be centered around health, and that might seem and sound silly, but really, if you think about a lot of the fads, a lot of the diets and ideas on the internet and things that people can pick up and try, it hasn't got health at the center of what it's about. And a diet hasn't got your health at the forefront of what it's trying to achieve. It's trying to plunge you into a huge deficit that is unsustainable, essentially. So what we want to do is, we always want, when we're doing anything and helping people with their nutrition, we want to make sure that whatever choices that we're making, whatever changes we're trying to do with that person's nutrition, does it benefit their health? Is it going to support them to become healthier? And as I said, that might sound silly, but if we can maintain that throughout someone's journey of becoming healthier, we're always going to move towards that person's goals, whether that's to drop body fat, whether that's to become stronger, whether that's to change their body shape, whether that's just to lead a healthier lifestyle. If we have health at the center of our thought process when we're doing anything with nutrition, they're going to move towards their goals. Okay? And if we look at the foundations to long-term health, you'll see that everything is pushing towards that end goal, to make them healthier. Okay? So first and foremost, we look at making sure that it's varied. We need people to consume many different variations of food. This includes the foods that they enjoy. This includes chocolate. This includes fats. It includes carbohydrates. All right? It has to do this, because if we're taking those things out that people enjoy and love, then we're moving back towards that diet idea. Okay? It's going to be short term. And really, do we want people unhappy? Do we want people to have restrictions around those foods that they enjoy? No. So we need to make sure that people understand that there can be variation, that they can enjoy the foods that they love and enjoy, but we need to have a better habits and understandings and control around some of those foods. So if it's someone who loves chocolate and they know that they're consuming chocolate on a daily basis and it's putting them into a calorie surplus, then we need to regain control around that chocolate. And we should understand that the chocolate isn't bad. It's just that we have not got much control around that. Okay? And that goes for many other things, like carbohydrates has had a bad rap over the years. There's nothing wrong with carbohydrates. Just people have no idea how much they're consuming from day to day, from week to week, from month to month. And most people that have problems with carbohydrates is because they've overly consumed them. So again, we need to get control around that. There's nothing wrong with fats. Again, if we consume fats, it's going to give us lots of benefits, such as energy, concentration. It's going to be able to allow us to have good and support good health. Brain function, sleep quality is going to improve. The thing with natural fats is, yes, they have more calories per gram, but it doesn't make them bad. Okay? And so we need all these different things in, and we need variation. And if you do that, you're going to make sure you're going to have a longer amount of time on that particular process that you are on. Okay, so a wide variation, should I say, of proteins, a wide variation of carbohydrates, a wide variation of fats, and obviously we need to be getting fruit and veg in. One of the big things we always say here at the Strong Life Club is how many colors, and use it as a bit of a challenge, how many colors can you get on your plate every time you eat? Okay, sometimes it's going to be more challenging than others, yes, but having in the back of your mind, how many colors can you get into your nutrition whenever you're going out to eat, whether that's through fruit, whether that's through vegetables? Because really people can get really tied into very beiged foods, and your variation becomes a lot more isolated. So let's get as many colors in as we possibly can. All right. Let's also make sure that we're building in times that you're going to be eating out with friends and family and being social. All right. Make sure if you like to have a drink with a meal, then make sure that we're building that into your lifestyle and your nutritional plan. When we say we can't do this, or we think we can't do these things, again, it's unsustainable. We're only going to build up a poor relationship with food in those social events. And we can do those things, but again, we need to gain control around them and having more awareness, such as if we're going out for something nice to eat, we need to make sure that we can make the best possible choices. Most people just plow head first in to the first thing they see on the menu, don't really take their health and their goals into much thought. We're really making some nice little tweaks, then people can still have a nice meal out and still be moving towards their health goals. Okay, and you can do this with your drinks as well. So all in all, when we're looking at nutrition, we need to make sure that health is always at the forefront of what we're trying to achieve. 2, we have a variation of proteins, of fats, of carbohydrates, of fruit and veg. We are breaking down this idea that there are good foods and there are bad foods. We just need to regain control around the quantity of foods that we are eating and make sure it is varied. Okay? And then understanding that social events can be a part of your weekly routine and you can still move towards your health and fitness goals. And that's really the foundation of how we build and help support people moving forwards. Now, I wanted to leave you with a few ideas and a few things that you can go away and implement, or at least be more aware of. They're going to push you towards this more sustainable, long-term, healthy connection with your nutrition. The first one, let's look at protein and a marker that we can start to work towards. We like to push people towards a gram per pound of body weight. Now, if you're in the higher percentages of body fat, so like 25% plus, then you want to go on your lean body mass. All right, so that's taking away the body fat percentage and just go on your lean body percentage. Okay, and that's quite easily done going onto the internet, and you can find calculators to do that for you. All right, but predominantly we look at getting people to consume a gram of protein per pound of body weight. Okay, why? Well, this is going to support you and support your muscle mass when you're going to training and day-to-day activity. Okay, protein is also very satiating, so you can eat protein and you can feel fuller. Okay, so it can make you feel fuller for longer and feel like you've had a good meal when you consume more protein. The next one, think about bringing carbs in, particularly either end of your training and your exercise. Okay, so having some carbohydrates within a meal pre-exercise, like an hour to an hour and a half away from when you begin training, and then also that meal after training. So an hour after training, when you've recovered, you've chilled out, then we can bring some carbohydrates in to replenish and get your those nutrients back into your body to recover from that training and that stress you've put it through. Okay. Then I like to bring in a breakfast that is protein and fat based. Why? Well, most people can find that mid-morning slump of energy. When we get protein in and when we get fats in, you're going to have a morning where you're a lot more sustained energy And then, as I said, then you can start bringing in your carbohydrates around your training window. So breakfast, protein, and fats. The next one I want you to think about is, can you get color in? I mentioned this earlier in the video, and it's about getting as much color in as possible. So consume fruit and veg with each and every meal. You're going to get minerals and vitamins in that are going to be, we know we need to be getting these in. Okay. And then we can look at portion control. Very, very simple. So if you're someone that isn't looking at hitting specific calories and macros, then just a simple thing of controlling your portion sizes can be really helpful. And you've probably heard about this before. But your protein, a palm size. Guys, you can probably double that up to 2 palms. Carbohydrates, a fist size or a cupped hand if you're using something like rices or something like that. Fats such as cooking oils, avocados, nuts, seeds. Thumb size, again, guys, you can probably double that up as well. And then also with your veg, I like to keep it as green as possible, but that's not to say other veg is bad. And just fill the rest of your plate up with your veg. Okay, so there's a bit of portion control, but there's some things that you can go away and actually put into your nutrition today and actually become healthier and support a healthier lifestyle. So I hope that's been helpful, a little bit understanding of how we help people with their nutritional aspect of their journey and how we feel that nutrition should be all around sustainable long-term health. All right, guys, hope that's been helpful. And if you find these videos have been helpful, then please let me know. Please comment, drop me a comment. If you need any more help and support with your own very personal journey to better health, then please drop me a message and I'd love to help. Until then, guys, speak soon and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.